funny now.
I know.
But then it
was real sad. Then I was like, that sucks. Okay, I'll go. I'll get my milk somewhere else.
Yes, goodbye.
Yes. Could you leave, please?
Before
you burn anything. Terrible.
You.
Tea. So predictable.
Hate to be that
So
person.
truthful. But tea. And then once when I was in LA for a little bit too long, I actually one Sunday managed, this is ridiculous, and please forgive me and how I did this, but I got my Sunday papers. I was like, I just need the Observer. I really need the papers in my hand. Just gotta have it.
That gorgeous feeling of you've got like you've got a kitchen table, you chuck the different supplements.
Sunday.
Like
And that's what you do. You get the papers and you get rid of you recycle all of the adverts.
Sport,
I have to go through Goodbye Sports. Sometimes Goodbye News just for a minute because I'm just going to focus on supplements today because I'm fed up with the news. And then you just scatter them around your house. And then you can just lie with your tea and pick up a magazine.
I feel like an emperor. I'm
like, yes, that's exactly the same.
Not yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get to you later.
Self-care in the back of the Observer. I'm coming to you at the end of the day.
I might look
Sunday
a property.
Night.
Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if we
film review, obviously top of the pile. Well, it's good. It's good. That's what the movies are there for. They are there to make you laugh more than you would do normally, cry about things that, you watch something that makes you cry and you're not crying for the actor. You're not largely crying for the story. The story's gone, oh, remember that thing that you sort of not cried about in a while and maybe it'd be good to just let it go. Get angry, get excited. Yeah. That's what cinema should do. That is absolutely mental.
With Henry.
Can I just do this for you? That is amazing.
Bet
there weren't the fairy lights there though. Because when I came back afterwards, I was like, this looks real different to how we made it. No! And was it your anniversary and we just ruined it? We would have accepted you with open arms, babe. We would have got you guys in and been like, do you want some craft services? Can we get these guys some cake? There are a couple of directors that should not be named on the show in early doors who were just like, what, you have dragons? And I'm like, oh, mate, you need to read the script. You need to just have a little read the script.
It's tough, isn't it?
Smilier, I get sometimes, or don't smile, or this is going to sound weird, but could you do the Khaleesi posture? Yeah, I can. Every season I used to come back and I'd have done a movie in the interim, right? And so I'm there, and I screwed myself over really because Khaleesi sits like this, and she has perfect posture, and I had it from season 1, and it's like, rod up your ass, nothing moves, you are just still. And I have an ability to be really, really still. I'll go off and do these other movies, and I come back and be like, what if I want to mess with it? What if Khaleesi's like a G? Do you know what I mean? What if Khaleesi's like such a badass now? She doesn't need to sit up straight. And God love them, they give me 3 or 4 takes. We'd call it the strawberry filter, as in, like when an actor asks for a take that is never going to be in the cut, they go put on the strawberry filter, as in don't start recording. And then David and Dan or someone will come over and be like, that's great, but could you just do the Khaleesi posture? Just do the Khaleesi posture. And I'm like, fine.
For safety.
Yeah, exactly. Could we just, for fun, go back to, just do it as you always do every year? Photo ruining face. Yeah, but I can't figure out what lipstick I've got and if that's gonna, leave it there. My brother has this face on his phone in so many different situations. Sometimes he'll just send it to me and be like, remember this? Remember that your face can do this?
This is you.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, yeah, we used to do that a lot.
I'm so happy you're back.
I'm so happy to be.
Oh, wow.
It was good. It was good. So it's kind of a frightening thing going to the palace. Mm-hmm. It's a whole. There's a thing.
Yeah.
And when you're there, I was kind of just relaxing, and then they were like, "Oh, he's going to come in. Prince William's going to come in." Da, da, da. And so I was like, "Oh, cool, great. I'm really relaxed, and everything's going to be fine." They were like, "You can't turn your back." So okay, I'm not going to turn my back. Okay, and you need to address them as Your Royal Highness. Like, okay, I'm going to address them as Your Royal Highness, and then after that you can say Prince William, and there's lots of formalities that you kind of need to adhere to. And for whatever reason, probably because I was so scared, I couldn't manage to get out Your Royal Highness. So it's kind of, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty much all I managed. So you meet me very early on with Han. We grew up together and then we're separated. And as you saw from that moody clip.
Very moody.
Very moody. Yeah. I know, there's a theme. We've got our own theme. It's really cool. And then you're reintroduced to her later on and you're kind of not sure where she's at. She's quite a conflicted character. Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay, so I got a proud mum. And she I think she knows it really, gets to me slightly, as it would to anyone, when your mother really enjoys having, your face on cushions.
Yeah.
And throws. And, now that Star Wars is here with a vengeance, there's a lot of merchandise that comes along with being in a Star Wars movie. So there's a lot of stuff that my mum can fill my house with.
What?
With my face on it.
Right.
Well, so at the moment, there's stuff happening to her house, so she's been chilling at mine for a minute, and so there's a room that's all of this. It's just in my house, and it's frightening. Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely.
Where? I know, because we do. Okay, so Kit and I do this thing where because we're mates and it's weird. Before we do have a romantic moment, we do this kind of you going in for a snog and you go. Oh God, look, I'm going to throw up. And so then with this kind of new knowledge, it sort of was like, our funny joke that's actually really accurate.
Yeah.
It's actually now really snogging a family member. That's alarming. No. So you'd think, I feel like a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, no, I would. And then they see me and they're like, hey, what's up? And that's it. And I'm like, you want to know, a horse or something? Nothing. Because being in it, what you saw was really what it was like shooting it. So you saw blood and mud and angry, screaming people, and then backstage there was blood and mud.
It was harrowing.
And asleep people, yeah. Yeah, so there are some days where he's like, oh, I'll swing by, and I'll go, because he's literally in the next unit that's filming next door, and I'm like, no, it's good. My friends don't watch the show.
Oh, they don't?
They legitimately do not watch the show. So they're like, oh yeah, you with the iguanas, or that you're riding some kind of nothing. I get nothing. Yeah, maybe some of my friends are like, oh no, I did watch it. And I'm like, the first episode of the first season doesn't count.
Yeah,
like, oh, I didn't watch it then.
Do you want your friends to stay out of it, or it just so happens?
In the beginnings, I thought it was cool. I was like, yeah, that's great. Now I'm just going to admit it live on television. Now it sucks.
Yeah,
I'm like, guys, I've been to every play. I schlep myself to Sheffield.
Stop going to Sheffield. This is a great excuse not to go to Sheffield anymore.
I know. Well, you have to pay to watch that, though. You have to be an HBO subscriber or a Sky subscriber in England, which is
it's like $8 a month or something. I mean, it's not.
Apparently, I'm not worth it. This is really freaky. I just need to say this out loud again. I'm incredibly freaked out. Please ask me the question.
Is your full name Emilia Isabel Euphemia Rose Clarke?
Yes. Well done. That was impressive.
Thank you. Were you born on October 23rd?
Yes.
Are you about to take a lie detector test?
Yes.
How are we looking?
We're calibrated.
Would you say you're the most talented actor to come out of Oxfordshire?
Yeah.
More talented than this person?
Oh, well, that's hard. He's definitely more intelligent than I am.
So you're saying he's smarter than you, but not a better actor?
No, I think it's probably safe to say he's a better actor as well. Yeah. Excellent.
Do you think you would have gotten into Oxford if you had applied?
No. I would love to have. In another life, I would have gone to Oxford. But I decided to become an actor and do lie detector tests on camera instead. Yeah. Living my dream.
Do you consider yourself to be very British?
Yeah.
Is there any truth to the stereotype that British people have bad teeth?
Yeah, but I'm the exception. I have great teeth. It's an absolute winning thing that I have. And it's all natural, so I'm very lucky. And I'm very bucking the trend of British people with bad teeth. But yeah, I mean, overall, just because we care less. Honestly. That's why. It's true. Yeah, it's true.